Hello everyone, and we're going to be looking at the upcoming big pattern change that's going to be impacting pretty much the whole US. Starting off, we are looking at the 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook. We have several areas here that are highlighted in the above average region. That's with those warmer colors. Very warm temperatures are going to be expected with all these warm colors, especially the more pinker colors. Could definitely see some very excessive heat the next couple of weeks, even around 2 weeks or so. You could see some pretty excessive heat in these areas. Also, Florida, you could see some above average temperatures. But you get over to the northwest, you could see a potential for those below average temperatures in those areas. So definitely, some areas will see that those above average temperatures, and some will not, as you will see a cool down up here in the northwest, and even a little bit of a cool down down here in the southeast. Now here's the precipitation outlook, and we do have some above average of precipitation areas up here in the northern part of the US. You do have an above average region highlighted in those green colors. Definitely could see some significantly above average precipitation, especially in that more darker green color. Also, some above average precipitation is expected down here in the southeast. Also, in the southwest, and also including parts of the Midwest, as you can see, you are expecting some below average precipitation. Mostly, you're going to really see significantly below average precipitation is going to be in this more oranger color there. Definitely could see some more. Definitely could notice it more, but if you're in these more lighter tan colors, I would definitely won't expect it to see any more significantly below average precipitation. Now here's the hazards outlook, and this is, you can see here, they have outlined this area in red across. That's including parts of the Midwest, the South, the Plains, even parts of the Northeast. You can see excessive heat from the 9th to the 11th. So definitely, if you're in this area that is highlighted in that is outlined in that red outline, definitely could see some excessive heat the next couple of days. Now we're looking at the temperature anomaly outlook, or the temperature anomaly forecast, and we could definitely see. Well, right now we are looking at around July 9th of the early morning hours at 6 a.m. Definitely see those warmer temperatures for this whole eastern part of the U.S., as you can see there, and those more cooler temperatures down here, down here in the western part of the U.S. So definitely could see some significantly above average temperatures in that eastern U.S. area. You get to around midday of July 9th, and definitely there is still those above average temperatures. But however, over here in the Midwest and these types of areas could see some average temperatures, but these areas that are beside it could see those above average temperatures. Now we get to around 6 p.m. of July 9th. Still those above average temperatures over here in the northern plains. Kind of that area could see still those above average temperatures, and still some above average temperatures in this whole eastern part of the U.S. Even though these colors are getting much lighter, and even some blues in there, doesn't mean the temperatures will go down like winter type, but definitely could see some below average temperatures, some pockets of those below average temperatures in there. But doesn't mean this is not going to be like winter temperatures. This is still going to be summer temperatures, but you still will see a little bit of a cool down, maybe getting down at least to the 80s and 70s. So definitely maybe some more comfortable temperatures, but just saying, it's not going to be anything like winter type temperatures. Still those above average temperatures in the northern part of the U.S. by June 10th at midnight. Right over here, this is the main area. You could see some above average temperatures, and still those below average temperatures are still staying here for the western part of the U.S. Now let's get to around the early morning hours of July 10th, and still above average temperatures for this whole area. As you can see there, all that area does have those more warmer colors, indicating still those above average temperatures. It's around midday of July 10th, and still those above average temperatures are still staying there for that whole day. As you get over to July 11th, and still those temperatures are now moving in to parts of the Midwest. Let me change my color here to blue. Yeah, still those temperatures are now moving into parts of the Midwest, and even the Northeast is seeing a little bit of a cool down for July 11th. So definitely for July 11th, you'll see a little bit of a cool down for the Northeast, but still some more summer-like temperatures. Gets around midday or around 6 a.m. for July 11th, and those above average temperatures are lingering now over parts of the Midwest, and even a warm up is going to be expected for the western part of the U.S. once you get to around July 11th, and you get to around midday of July 11th, and once again, those above average temperatures lingering for most of the eastern part of the U.S. around 6 p.m. and still looks like a cool front might be moving in, bringing some more cooler temperatures, but still those above average temperatures by the time you get to around July 11th, you get to around midnight of July 12th now, still above average temperatures, but that cold front starts to move in as you're seeing there, and that might bring some more cooler temperatures. As you can see there, by July 14th, you will see some more cooler temperatures coming in there. Here's the actual air temperatures, and definitely we're looking at around July 8th at 6 p.m. Let's get over to this main area. Even over here, Nebraska and South Dakota, you're seeing hundreds, upper 90s, and even lower hundreds. So very hot temperatures for this whole part of the U.S. for July 9th, and even going through July 12th. So definitely drink lots of water. Don't leave any type of being in a car during these hot temperatures. Even at like 70 degrees, a car can get up to 120 degrees. So definitely don't leave any type of being in a car. We're looking at around July 10th at 6 p.m. Still those hundreds over parts of Kansas, pretty much the whole Tornado Alley area as you're seeing there, including Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. You're seeing all hundreds there, so some very hot temperatures. And if the humidity is even higher than that, if it's more than 50%, those temperatures, the feel-like temperatures, could be even higher. So definitely very high temperatures are going to be possible throughout these upcoming days and weeks. This is July 11th, and still those hundreds are very widespread across the southeast and the south, and even reaching up into the northern plains, and even getting up to the Midwest now. As you get into around July 11th, or on July 12th, hundreds, you're getting into even upper hundreds possibly up here in the Tornado Alley area, and now in the Midwest, you're getting into those 90s. Missouri, 97 degrees in the more eastern part of Missouri, so definitely some very warm temperatures and some more uncomfortable temperatures if the dew points are more higher than normal. Yeah, 103 degrees, 107 over here in Oklahoma, so definitely some very hot temperatures, even over here in the southeast, very hot temperatures. And like I said, these are not going to be like winter type temperatures with that temperature anomaly forecast. When it shows that those more below average temperatures, you're seeing over here by 70s. So definitely not winter-like temperatures, but definitely a little more comfortable temperatures for those areas. And you get even into July 14th, and still very hot temperatures for these areas, and not a chance for that cool down. But by the time you see that cold front, you kind of see that line right there. That's indicating there might be a cold front that might be impacting parts of these areas, possibly some severe weather, but you'll see a bit of a cool down. Thankfully, after this heat wave, you start to see some more cooler temperatures. Lower 70s over here in the Midwest, so definitely a big cool down there once you get to around July 15th at 6 p.m. Definitely a big cool down for that day. And get into the next day, and still not a cool down anytime soon for that tornado alley in southern area. Now we can look at our tropical outlook, and nothing is really expected just because of that Saharan dust. Let me move my thing up here. Alright, so pretty much we do have something trying to form, as you can see here in the eastern Pacific, but really it's not going to be impacting. Possibly it does have a high chance for development in that kind of red shading area right there, and not really anything, as you can see here in the Atlantic, just because of the Saharan dust impacting that area. It's not really triggering any type of tropical development. Here's a tropical cyclone formation, and we do have a moderate chance for that tropical cyclone formation for week 2. So definitely a tropical cyclone formation is there's definitely a decent chance for those areas, but definitely won't be impacting anything anytime soon. It does look like it's going to be headed at about a more northwestern direction, so it definitely doesn't look like it's going to be impacting any parts of Hawaii. But yeah, pretty much not anything much going on in the tropical world right now. If you did enjoy this video, I would ask you to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family that might be impacted by this major pattern change. Anyways, stay safe.